before I even start this video, this is like proof of when you have an idea of a video, you should make it, right? Maybe 45 minutes ago, I had this idea for this video when I was in the shower. I got out the shower. I started doing a bunch of bullshit. 45 minutes, I'm coming back later. I can't even remember, like, why I wanted to make this video. But, again, I was doom scrolling on TikTok this morning. Like, I shouldn't have be. Something that I preach not to do, I was doing. I seen this video of this dude saying that life is moving too fast. Everyone in the comments, all these low IQ individuals were in the comments. I'm like, yeah, life is moving so fast, man. It's moving so much more faster. It's so scary. There's a reason why you feel this way, and you're not wrong to feel this way. So the common thing that I'm seeing in today's day and age is a lot of people are saying that life is moving faster. Since 2020, since COVID, life has moved a lot faster than it was moving before then. Right? That's what a lot of people are saying, and I do think that the perception of life has been moving a lot faster than it has before, but life isn't actually moving faster. There is a variety of reasons. Obviously, the most prominent reason is you're growing up, right? As you grow up, the percentage of time that your perception of time moves faster because it's a smaller percentage of your life. What I mean is when you're 5 years old, 1 year is 20% of your life. So it seems like a lot of time. But when you're 20 years old, 1 year is only 5% of your time. So it's not, you don't perceive as 1 year as a long time period. Like when someone says you could change a lot in 1 year, when you're 55 years old, a year is jack shit to you. It's 155, 155th of your lifetime. That's the most prominent reason. Another thing that I do believe that a lot of people just aren't like paying attention to. Okay, I'll give you this example, right? Now, you can go to anybody in the US, ask them has time been moving faster since 2020, and everyone's gonna say yes. Now, you go all the way out to Italy and you go ask a random man there, random like grandpa there. He's gonna be like, no, time's been moving the same since 2020, before 2020. What are you talking about? The reason being, what is the primal differences between the two? That old man in Italy, right? The old man in Italy, he is not on social media, right? And there's so many problems with social media. First prominent problem with constantly doom scrolling. Again, this is kind of cliche or ironic because I was doom scrolling this morning. But the first prominent problem with social media is it steals your time, right? When you're bored, right? Let's say you didn't have a phone, and whenever this example, for some reason, I always think of being bored as Georgie from Young Sheldon. I don't know why, but I mean, just think about that, right? When Georgie was bored in the TV show, this dude would be like throwing the tennis ball against the wall. He would just be walking around the house, just doing some bullshit, right? But nowadays, I don't have an opportunity to be bored. Oh shit, I'm bored of watching YouTube. Fuck it, let's turn on some Netflix. I'm bored of Netflix, let's go on TikTok. I'm bored of TikTok, Instagram. Bored of Instagram, go on Fortnite. Like, you have so much digital things to pick and choose from that you don't have the opportunity to be bored, right? And again, this made me think back on the summers that I would have when I was like 11 and 12. And growing up, I used to think this was bullshit. My mom, she used to go to work and she would hide all the TV remotes, or she would, no, not hide the TV remotes. She would take all of our TV remotes in the house since I would be home alone, like during the summers, right? My dad would be working, and my dad would be working from home and then sometimes at office, but like he couldn't really monitor me and my brother. So my mom would take all of our TV remotes in the crib. I'm talking about like the TV remote to the main TV, the media room TV remote, our Xbox controllers, like our laptop, like all that shit she would just take. And then she would give the Xbox controllers to my grandpa and she would say, you have an hour to set a 1 hour timer. Let them play the game for an hour. Let them do whatever for an hour, and just take that shit back. And I used to think it was the most bullshit thing, but now that I think about it, like it's one of the smartest things ever, right? Because I have a lot of memories from that summer, like just bullshit memories, going to the park with my friends, playing basketball for the first few times. I'm trying to think. I literally have memories of just like sitting in my house and bored as shit. But now if I think about every summer after that, it's like small fragmented memories that when I'm out with my friends, but I don't have a lot of memories of the house, if that makes sense. The reason this being is literally because social media steals your time. Not only are you constantly doom scrolling, there's no ability to form any memories when you're doom scrolling, right? Let's think about it. I'm just staring at the screen. I'm not gonna remember staring at the screen. But if I'm like just chilling at the crib, bored as hell, like I don't know, like just doing whatever, I will have a memory of that. So that's why your perception of time feels smaller because the window of you actually being bored and forming new memories is much smaller than it was before, right? Before 2020, and I think the problem with 2020 is COVID happened, right? That's why everyone says 2020. When COVID happened, people got very hooked on to the digital age, and we still haven't like broken free from that. And another thing is social media, it feels like you're behind everybody else, right? Because of the influencers that you see, right? You probably only see a handful of rich influencers on a day-to-day basis that make content about being rich. But that makes you think, oh my god, everybody's fucking rich. But when you think about it, probably everybody is struggling. It could be the same for every niche. You probably see a bunch of TikToks about the best basketball players, and you think, damn, everybody's so fucking good at basketball. But pull up to a local park, and not everybody's good at basketball. So it fucks with like the perception of reality. So all these things make you feel like you're behind. It makes you feel like you're missing out on time. It makes you feel all these things when it really doesn't. And I think this problem is only happening in it might be a little crazy, but I think it's only happening in the United States, right? Again, this is land of opportunity, but in other places, they're not that hooked onto their phones, right? Like I visited Spain last summer. Well, I mean, this is like a different topic, but I visited Spain last summer, and I just feel like so much mentally clear. Like, and I guess because I was out in the sun all day, or I was just doing something all day, or when I was eating like dinner, like I wasn't on my phone. But whatever it was, like I just felt clear, and I felt like I had more time when I'm in Europe than when I'm in America, which I don't know if that makes sense. But I mean, it feels like you have less time is honestly just because you do have less time, right? If that makes sense. You feel like you have less time because you give yourself less time to actually just like do normal things, right? Like you're always like hooked onto a screen, so it feels like you don't remember anything. And that's really like the main premise. I feel like I was thinking of another reason as well, but like I got so deep into this this aspect of the discussion that I low-key forgot what I was gonna say, but wait, let me try to think real quick. Why social media makes you feel behind in life? That was the okay. No, it wasn't why. It's a why you feel like you were behind in life or something like that, right? Or why you feel like you have less time, something like that. But one of the reasons is social media, or actually the main prominent factor is social media. The second is just like the constant like bustling activities of life, right? I don't know if that's how you say bustling, or I don't know. I read in the book once, but I feel smart saying it. But like the constant activity of life, right? Like if you think about it, right, like the dude, again, I'm gonna use the dude in Italy or the dude in Switzerland as an example. The dude in the Switzerland is probably just chilling, right? He wakes up in the morning, goes to his favorite bakery, gets a fucking coffee, gets a croissant, like go smokes a cigarette, which I'm not saying is good for your health, but go reads a book, goes with his boys, and just chills in the park and just talks for hours. Then he goes with his wife and helps her make some pasta. Like, but then if you think about like our routine, like, damn, you gotta wake up in the morning, bro. Holy fuck, I see this dude on social media, like lifting so hard, bro. I gotta go to the fucking gym. I gotta track all my calories. I gotta like hit my protein goals. I gotta make sure I'm on top of the stocks. I gotta make sure I'm top on the AI. Like it's like this whole thing that you feel like you need to be ultra fucking like productive and wired in all the time. Like I need to be consuming the best content. Like I need to be up to date on the news. But like bro, like you can't do all that shit at once, right? Like focus on a little niche, right? Like damn, I mean I'm not saying don't be healthy, but like bro, if you want to be healthy, yeah, be healthy and be into stocks. Or be healthy and be into real estate. But you can't be healthy, be into stocks, be into real estate, be into data science, fucking research the news every morning, know the best medicine, know what's gonna happen in the future. Like that's like the overall issue with the like with our generation is we consume so much content that each video makes us feel like we're left behind. Like maybe there'll be like a video on like gym exercises on TikTok and you're like, damn, all these people in the comment section know that. How the fuck did I not know that? And then like best food in New York. Damn, he knows the most about New York. I don't know shit. Oh my god, movies. I don't watch as much movies. So it sort of feels like you have like less, right? Like even though that you're doing all these things, it feels like you don't know the most knowledge, so you feel like less knowledgeable in that subject, which like sort of makes you feel that that whole thing, like the whole like left behind feeling, like damn everybody knows this much, but then everybody's feeling that feeling, so it's not the same. Anyways, bro, that was like a little rant. I like making these videos, like and mixing women with the trading videos. I don't know if y'all fuck with that shit, but I only have like 5 views on my video, so like y'all probably don't fuck with that shit, but I fuck with that shit, so I'm gonna keep posting it. But I appreciate y'all boys, and y'all boys have a good one.